Welcome back to the Rich Eisen Show. Thrilled to have here in studio from the Miami Dolphins, year 12 in the National Football League, and the recent release of Crowd Control featured in Madden 2024, featuring this man, Terron Armstead, here on the Rich Eisen Show. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Now, we give rounds of applause to our guests, but why are you giving Terron Armstead more of a round of applause, TJ and Chris?
It's an exclusive club.
Yeah. What is that?
But 723 Club.
Yeah. What is
July
that?
23rd for birthdays.
We all got the same
Leos.
birthday.
Terron, first day of Leo. Let's go.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I just looked it up. Yeah, and it just
You all share a birthday.
we all share a birthday.
We do.
He didn't know that until just this
He
moment.
found out just now. TJ and I have known that for years that we have the same birthday.
Okay.
But yeah.
We got to share a party next.
Oh, let's go.
Now we're talking.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Well, certainly if it's in South Beach for these guys, right? I mean,
I can.
that sounds
That sounds
We can
good
get
to
there in a
me.
moment's notice.
is that the way it would work?
I'm down to
LAX
good to
flies
me.
direct to Miami.
Yeah.
The three of us would turn South Beach out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Let's hit up Dave Grutman.
Guys,
Let's
we've
get
just
it cracking.
we've just met him. Let's not creep him out.
Sorry. Take it back.
Sorry to talk about you as if you're not sitting here listening to all
Rich,
this.
me and Teron, we did the brother nod. Larry David knows about
Yeah,
it. So
we did.
By the way, Teron and I, polite handshake. TJ, full-on hug.
Okay.
that's what we do.
Just saying.
You know,
Bro, yeah. It was organic, though. It wasn't forced at all.
It just felt
It
natural.
was just a thing.
Okay. Didn't expect this interview to start this way, but I'll go with it. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
What are you doing out here in Los Angeles? Just you spend time out here in the off season or something like that, or what?
No, not really. Not really. I'm rare on the West Coast.
Okay.
I just got back from Hawaii. I was at Tua's first youth football camp.
Okay.
Yeah, so on my way back east, stopped in and say hello to the legend himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I
Passing
appreciate you referring to me as a pass through. No, seriously. In all, I love Tua, man. I love that guy.
Me too.
I got to meet him for the first time, like truly up close, and spend more than just a 10-minute interview with him when we were chit-chatting before the game against the Chiefs in Germany.
Yeah.
And in the broadcast meeting, and just getting to see who he is and get underneath the hood and listen to him and hear him talk and just be passionate and just be himself. It was awesome. It really was to meet him like that. What's he like with you guys? With you?
He's impressive. I got there a couple years ago, and he was 23, maybe 24. But just speaking to him, how detailed he is, his knowledge of the game, he's very cerebral. He sees the field in its totality. He's able to put people where they need to be. And first year learning the offense that Mike McDaniel brought down to South Florida, he was just able to retain and put everyone where they need to be so fast. He's impressive.
So what have you enjoyed about the Mike McDaniel era so far, Terron?
It's a blast playing football. It's fun. It's fun playing this game. We're grown men playing a kid's sport, but it's serious. It's a lot of seriousness that goes into it. It's a lot of mental and emotional tolls, aside from all the things that's physical. So
yeah,
it can be a weight. Just going through the grind of meetings and then the seriousness of game day. So to have a coach like Mike is refreshing, is rejuvenating, energetic, and he creates an environment that is you look forward to going to work.
Well, I mean, when I spoke with him as well in the same broadcast meeting, and again, I think you were hurt, right, for that Germany game?
No, I came back.
Well, he came back for it. That's right. Okay, so he spoke about his relationship with Tua and about what he feels his role as a coach is for everyone on the team, and how he takes it as a responsibility as a coach to bring out the best in anyone, and also to make sure that they grow as a human.
Yeah.
And I was moved about it. He was talking about being an only child, and how his upbringing made him ready to sort of focus on the individual.
Yeah.
And I was just blown away.
For sure. For sure.
But I'm just wondering, when he first walks in the door, I mean, how long was it until you were buying what he was selling. And I know that that's a phrase that makes it sound like he's selling something.
Right.
But that's just the phrase, obviously, about a coach trying to deliver what he feels is his mantra. How long did it take to pick up on that, do you think?
Honestly, not long. Not long, because you can instantly see it's coming from a genuine place. It's true, it's organic. So, and I love the fact that that's Mike's approach, because it's not necessarily his job description to develop and to as men outside of football,
yes,
and to build these relationships. It's not his job to build off the field relationships and lifelong friendships with his teammates, his peers, his coaches, and his players. You know, it's not necessarily in his job description. His job is to win games, call the offense, win games. But he takes it personal, and the media sees Mike alive for his jokes and his always calm and in control demeanor in interviews. He's an emotional guy. Mike cries a lot.
What do you mean?
He's very passionate. Like you said, the word passionate. He's very passionate about, and he takes things very serious. So
sure.
If we're coming off a loss and he felt like he didn't call a game well and he didn't put us in the best position, he really wears that. And it's just you want to play for a guy like that. You know what I mean? He's accountable. He's trustworthy. So he'll put full losses on himself when that's never the case in football. It's a collective game. Everybody wear that.
I'm a crier. I am. You know what I mean?
Too.
Like, but I've lost track of the number of times that I've teared up from this chair, that I get emotional, that I can't get through a sentence or whatever, and I don't mind it at all. I think that's a sign of strength, personally.
Right.
So, but when you hear a head coach cries a lot, that's why I want to make sure that we're talking about it in the same way, or people will pick up on it in the same way as what I just described. And I think that's a strong suit in somebody.
Yeah.
So when he's just passionate with you guys after a game that doesn't go your way, he'll wear it on his sleeve like that. It can be in that sense where he's taking accountability, and he won't get too emotional with that. He stands in front of the room and he accepts that. Yes.
He didn't call a good game, X, Y, and Z. But he can be talking a big first down. Raheem Mostert got a 3rd-and-1 conversion, and it just would bring up emotion for him. Like, he'll show the play, look at this block, look at the way Raheem, this 3rd down won us the game, and he'd get emotional.
Before we move on to other subject matters about you and your career as well, Terron Armstead here on the Rich Eisen Show, year 12 for this offensive tackle here on the program. We once had Andrew Hawkins on here before talking about McDaniel teaching him the proper footwork for being a receiver, and basically saying, you do this, you're going to get off every time. And then it would actually happen that way. I imagine the run scheme he's bringing might have caused you to have a learning curve yourself. Am I right on that?
Absolutely.
What was that like? What was that like for you?
And the craziest part is, to me, I feel like I didn't get it until last year. So my second year in Miami under this scheme, because I played in New Orleans for 10 years, for 9 years under Sean Payton, and we put up a lot of points, one of the top 3 offenses almost every year. Different scheme, different brand of football, and so it was a lot of relearning, unlearning, and new teaching. So as I'm trying to work these new techniques, because I've been successful with the techniques that I used. Last year, our final stretch, maybe the last 7 games, it clicked for me. And everything that he preached, from sprinting off the football, speed, velocity, violence, don't worry about X, Y, and Z. Don't worry about the inside move. Don't worry. It clicked. And I'm excited for this one. I'm excited for this year.
Yeah, it looks like you're ready to play right now, actually.
I would line up right now.
Huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm excited.
Okay, so things clicked for you in a way. How do you respond to I guess the narrative, and McDaniel would call it that, that you guys who did you really beat last year? How do you respond to something like that?
Go win, go play the game. We can respond via X all we want. We can talk interviews all we want, but The game is played on the field. You know what I mean? So people say what the narrative is we haven't won the big games. We haven't. So I wouldn't respond. Just let's go hit the field. Let's go do it.
And any similarities between Brees and Tua?
Yeah.
What are they? What are they?
Their height. No, it's really funny. So I connected Tua and Drew kind of soon as I got there.
Okay.
And they talked for a while. But so Drew came down to training camp this year, and they spent some time together. And Tua run over to me. He like, yo, T-Stead, I'm taller than Drew. He was like so excited. Like, I'm taller than him. That was like his. Forget everything else he talked about, reading defenses and all that anticipation. He was happy that he was taller than Drew.
Yeah.
But as far as similarities, the accuracy, the precision is scary to see. Drew is Hall of Fame, one of the best ever to touch a football for sure. Tua's accuracy and his ability to manipulate and move defenders with his eyes, footwork, it's incredible. It's Drew Brees, and I know that's a tall comparison, but he stands up to it. He is an impressive thrower of the football. I saw him take steps of growth in his leadership and holding guys accountable. I saw him get on the great Tyreek Hill last year, which he never would have did the first year. So looking forward to this next one, him taking that another step in the management and piloting this franchise. I'm excited for him, and I'm do everything I can to keep him clean.
How'd Tyreek take that?
No other choice. No other choice. Like Tyreek Tyreek loves work, and he loves for everybody to put in that type of work and to be accountable, and so he wants that. He loves challenges. Mike has challenged Reek, and Reek will come back and go for 230. So when Tua, you need to be lined up here. He loves that. He loves that, and he's somebody that responds. So it's great for us. The more we can have that accountability, we're gonna win those big games.
And then I guess the last one for you on this is straight up. When you saw that, did you think to yourself, okay? And how does that?
For sure. Yes,
you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're like,
because
okay.
I'm the OG on the team. So
yeah.
To see that from a young Tua, to see him becoming what he's becoming. When I got to New Orleans, Drew Brees already Super Bowl champion.
Yeah. So
I saw him do X, Y, and Z numerous times, and to see that from year 1 to 2 from Tua, I'm happy.
Terron Armstead here on the Rich Eisen Show. Okay, so who was on the phone with you third round of the 2013 draft? Where were you? Walk me through that as we're getting ready for another NFL draft.
Yeah, 2013.
Arkansas Pine Bluff, right?
Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Okay, so
Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Not many Arkansas Pine Bluff players in the NFL.
No. So I got this clip, the clip that kind of went viral, which I needed to get my name and exposure, was calling my 40. And I take off you and I think Mike Mayock.
Mm-hmm. So
you guys gave me some praise, hyped me up. I needed all of it in order to get drafted. That's how I felt. So fast forward to the draft process. I'm at my mom's apartment in Southern Illinois, and I get a call from Mickey Loomis. Mickey Loomis, he say, "Are you ready to be a Saint?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I am." Talk to him. I talked to Sean.
What was Sean saying to you? What did he say? What's it like? But you get Sean Payton on the other end of the line, and he's drafting you.
It was so many. I probably talked to 6 people.
Yeah.
So brief conversations with everyone. But Sean, just we're excited to have you. Can't wait for you to get here. I didn't know Sean was gonna just talk bad to me when I got there. But
what do you mean?
Sean's tough, man. Sean was a tough coach.
Well, he comes from the Parcells mold.
Absolutely.
So he was. Yeah. What are you willing to share though? How he was coaching you?
He's just tough. Sean's tough. Anybody that's ever played for him, especially in those years, like as our later years together, Sean was way more personable. Mm-hmm. He valued relationships. Like me and Sean are close. I love him to death. That's my guy. those first 4 or 5, I couldn't say the same. Like it was just, he was a tough coach. He created an environment that made you be on top of every little detail every day, which is great as you're developing and growing into your own.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough. And it was an environment that challenged everybody, from the cafeteria staff to the groundskeepers to people tell you Sean is a tough general. He is. I'll share a story. My first preseason game, we got the Chiefs in New Orleans. I'm out of Arkansas, Pine Bluff, like we said. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to figure out my way. And the coach, O-line coach, teaching me this new technique. I'm gonna try it. We get in the game. So I get in, I check in third quarter. We run the outside zone to the left to me. Inside, the defensive end spikes inside, right? So he spikes inside the B gap, hits the running back, fall forward, no yard gain. We run 2-3 more plays, we come off the sideline. Sean is going crazy. I don't know who he's talking to though, but he's on the sideline. So I get to the sideline, I sit down. Oh, he's talking to me. So I'm talking about, he gets in my face. He's like, I don't know if you belong here. I don't know if you're good enough to be here. The guys you played against, they're selling insurance right now. I don't know. I don't know if you're good enough. But that wasn't. And I'm like, I don't know either, Sean. Really? At this point, I don't know either. But it was
But you didn't say that to him, right?
I didn't say nothing. I'm like, okay, yes, sir. Let me go get my stuff together. But at that moment, it was such a sink or swim moment. And he challenged people like that. That was it. Like, how are you going to respond? Are you going to go out and show that you are improve, or are you going to fold? And I could have folded, because at that moment, it's my first preseason game out of Pine Bluff, Arkansas. I didn't know. And that was the last time that we ever had that type of interaction.
What if somebody come up to that kid on the bench and say you're going to have 12 years at least?
I wouldn't have been able to see it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to see it. It just would. It didn't. I couldn't. I didn't have that foresight at the moment.
How long did it take to click? You have a moment when it clicked?
Yeah. Rookie year, later in the year, Sean didn't like to play rookies, because he's all about building trust. Like, you have to show that you belong.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I'm practicing hard. I'm going hard. I'm learning the techniques. I got the offense down, and he called me to the office. Said, it's time. I've been waiting for this. Like, I've been waiting for your development. I've challenged you. You've answered. You're the starting left tackle, and 9 years in a row.
Now, here you are, year 12, going to be a Miami Dolphin again. Terron Armstead here on the Rich Eisen Show. Okay, so tell me about the crowd control is what? Tell me what this is with the Madden 2024.
That's exactly what it is. Lit. It's up. So crowd control is an EP we created through Interscope and NFL with me and some of my peers, Darren Waller, Ray McLeod, Melvin Ingram, DJ Chark.
And this is music? This is songs?
Music, yep. So we created a short album, 6 songs, with some big artists, Rob 49, Mexican OT, and we created a soundtrack for Madden, the video game, NFL Madden, which is monumental for me, because I was raised on Madden. I've never been a college football player, like college football fan, or I never watched, really. I was always NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So Madden raised me, and to be able to be on the video game as a player, superstar player, I might add, and to have 5 songs on there, like, yeah, it's monumental.
All right.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And it's a 6-song EP, again, being released across streaming platforms and in the Madden 24 game. First time that NFL players are featured in music in Madden NFL. Okay. And it's wild. So DJ Chark is singing Baby Shark. It's kind of weird. No, he's not.
He's not at all. Not at all.
It's the exact opposite of that. Yeah, careful. I didn't mean to put that in your.
Sorry.
Don't do it.
Too late.
Once it starts, you can't stop.
It's over.
All right.
There is a song on there called "Him." I'm interested to hear
Him
hear
features you, that Mexican OT, and
Derek Milano.
Derek Milano. What him is? Are you him? Is that what it is?
Him, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Derek Milano is a multi-Grammy Award-winning producer, songwriter, and he's on the hook. He's on the chorus of Him. And just, pretty much they want to ask who you think you are, and the answer is I'm him.
I'm him.
Isn't that a Stephon Diggs line? I mean, technically?
No.
It's a lot of self-proclaimed hymns.
But there's only one actual him.
No, it's a few. Stephon is he's a him.
He's a him?
He's a him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Stephon
you know that now that Diggs is on the Texans, a lot of people think this is your division now. The Bills have just tapped out of their last 6 years of their run because of the cap and whatever, and they're retooling, and now's the time for you guys to take this division.
No, I don't think our passage to what we trying to do, it don't go through anybody else anyway. Like, it's we need them to no. We had an opportunity last year and we didn't capitalize, but that's a household thing. That was a Miami Dolphins thing.
Okay.
We don't really care who's playing where else. No.
As long as Odell comes and plays with you, you hearing about that?
That would be nice. That would be nice.
Have you spoken to Odell at all?
No, not personally, not in a while.
Okay.
But know some people that's pretty close to him, and
okay.
I have nothing to share though, Rich. I don't know why you're looking at me.
No,
I have nothing to shout out.
I'm looking at you because we're talking, man. You're on my show, and I greatly appreciate you being here.
Terron, if I can ask, what was your experience with Hard Knocks like? Because I really enjoyed you guys on the second half of Hard Knocks. You had fun doing that?
It was different because I was in a space when Mike told us about it. I'm more of an old school player. I'm from Sean Payton and his Parcells tree. So Sean is he is never the type to overshare, and he never want to give out tips or advantages to anybody. So when I first hear about Hard Knocks, I'm upset. I hate it. No, we don't need it. And going through the process, and shout out to them. Their film crew, the production, they did an amazing job of being there, but not being there. They really, it was never a distraction.
NFL Films is
incredible.
They are the best.
Incredible. So it was an amazing experience. They was able to tell stories that people wouldn't be able to see, and it's necessary. And this the day we live in now with media and social media, they did an amazing job. Shout out to them.
Yeah, I mean, and now we know that you have a musical bent, that you're good at it, that you're him. These are things that you need to get out there. Yeah. There's many different ways to do that. Well, this has been a blast. Thank you for coming here.
I
appreciate that. And I remember you ran a fantastic 40, but refresh my memory on what you ran your 40 in at the combine. What'd you run in?
Unofficial 4.65 and official 4.71. And I'm telling you and Mike, y'all were.
That's fast, Rich.
Yeah, you put me on the front page of the NFL Network, whatever. Like, I'm like, man, this is great. Helped my draft position.
Hey, you helped your draft position. I was just commenting on because if anybody knows what a fast 40 looks like, it's definitely me.
Can't teach speed.
That's right. I'm doing it. I'm doing it in a couple Saturdays. I'm doing it in a couple Saturdays at the Rose Bowl.
What time we getting?
Well, here's the thing: is I have not. What's the word for it? Trained. I have not trained for it, but I have, as I mentioned beforehand. I think before we went on the air, I've cut weight. I'm down I might be down by the time it runs about 15 pounds from where I ran last year.
Flying. You're gonna be a feather.
I hope so. It's the get out.
Yeah,
it's to get out, and the amount of information I get from people, and it just screws with me. It's just like, well, you got to stay low, and then you got to get up, but don't pop up. You got to keep going forward. You're like you're tripping over and falling, and I don't want to fall because I'm 54. I don't want to get hurt.
Please don't fall.
Thank you so much.
As a 40-yard dash record holder,
yes, that's you.
I would say just run as fast as you can.
Fastest still today, right, for offensive lineman?
Yeah.
Okay. That's right.
I am watching it right now. You are cooking. It is so fast.
Yeah.
Talking about Rich, right?
Well, I'm glad 12 years later we're getting to have this conversation. And look out for more of my texts and calls during the playing season. I'd love to have you. Whenever you're out here.
Hey, let me know.
The floor is yours. Crowd Control, again, the recent release of it featured in Madden of 2024. Congratulations on that. Congrats on your career to date and what you're going to do from here on out.
Thank you.
You got it. Terron Armstead here on The Rich Eisen Show. Catch The Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.